rocking Louis V. Anytime I pull up with my G's. Oh my God, we done shut it down.
Nothing to something, pray to God, make my time low. I want to feel among is you cook and make woe. So I face my fears, my blood and sweat and tears. Nobody answer me, be like say nobody care. Company melonka, I'm now a biggie man. From right to riches now, they be like cinema. I'm a blind ceiling fan, the boy is chilling now. Show them gonna be man, I'm the biggest in town. Yeah, the biggest fish in town. If Muzadora me bazo, what can I listen from Milano? Let the boy knows in the bako. Yeah, if he Fenjamo, I'm a pussy for plano. Maybe felt like it, and what I'm now, I know I holla for my side. Buy the mall on neck over when I take get the mind. Man can lie to get that money, no fee for my hand. New currency, we emergency, call the boy on time. Call the boy on time, I got
dollar for my hand, diamond for my wrist, brother on my feet, steady rocking Louis V. Anytime I pull up with my G's. Oh my God, we done shut it down.
Dollar for my hand, diamond for my wrist, brother on my feet, steady rocking Louis V. Anytime I pull up with my G's.
Jesus, boy, we done shut it down.
Dollar for my hand, diamond for my wrist. Every time I shut down when I pull up with my G's. Brother on my feet, steady rocking Louis V. Anywhere we enter, we know them and they know we.
I know sometimes it be like say nobody send you. That's what I did for you, my friend.
Body no vex for me. Say I never call you since, but I hope that you are well. I hope your market sell. Every day I dey pray for you. Make you Baba God bless you. I never forget you. How I gon' forget you? See my shoulder, make you rest up on me. You know I got you. Now me be your friend indeed. My money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. You know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you. See my shoulder, make you rest up on me. You know I got you. Now me be your friend indeed. Money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. You know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you. For you, my friend.
night. We all got a story to write. So darling, jump in the ride before the train is gone. Let's take a ride. Look in your eyes. Don't make them tell you lie. I'm on your side. I said the taxi chaka to my raka to the vida. We gon' get high tonight, baby. We say pass the dirty on the left hand side, yeah. Oh yeah.
Muda una yo ma, so you never know what tomorrow holds. Siku zazidi kwenda, so don't hold back. Do what you gotta do. Take some love and give it back. Make your money, get that back. I don't know what you're going through. Yeah. This is your invitation to dance. Salty soul burner boy came through with another one. Yeah. So come on and give love a chance. Yeah. Cause you know the party just begun. Yeah. And we're not getting younger, no.
Time flies like a thief in the night. We all got a story to write. So darling, jump in the ride before the train is gone. Let's take a ride. Look in your eyes. Don't make them tell you lie. I'm on your side.
Ni mali pala na maudi na mashuba na mavela. Are we gon' get high tonight, my lady? I miss the boss, the touch. Miss the boss, the touch. Oh yeah. Kumba imetamba sana nana. Siwezi wacha vodka na mavela nana. Tuna mavela, tuna mavela, no, no,
Oh, yes. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Entrepreneurs Assembly. My name is Tosi, and I'll be your moderator for today's session. Yes, I am thrilled to be here. And before we begin, you know what? Let's take a short break to allow everyone to settle in. And for those that haven't joined yet, this is an opportunity for us to take a moment to invite them with the message, "We are live." It's going to be dropped in the chat box. Kindly pick that up and spread it across your channel that we are live. DJ, it's over to you. Thank you.
Make you know they shall like it. I don't want nobody to give my matter kill. For this life I day, I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days, I want to spend them on enjoyment. It's been too long, I'm done, it's you. Party, I said the night they do. Start to move like you smoke a la crew. Just they bounce with the groove, no carry do. If you lose God, then go bounce with your boo. I can vouch for my crew, I'm telling you. And do they do lifestyle of a crew? Make you dance, no they look, then go they look, then go they look. And say if it's not enough, if I do 99 good, it go remain one. Don't know how to show you my love without fucking up, but I can
Oh, yes. Welcome back, everyone. Here at Entrepreneurs Weekly Assembly, we bring together entrepreneurs from Africa and beyond to connect, collaborate, and share innovative ideas to fuel growth in our ventures. Oh, yes. Isn't that amazing? It is, of course, amazing. Today's edition is called Fireside Chat, where we get to hear from our amazing speakers, share their experience with us to impact and, of course, encourage us in our entrepreneurial journey. If you're new in the space, you are definitely in for a treat. Yes, to take off on today's section, we're going to be watching a video on best practice for attending Zoom meetings professionally. Yes, stay tuned.
How to attend an online video meeting. Number 1. Always stay in the center of the screen. Your face should be in the middle of the screen, not at the top or at the bottom of the screen. Number 2. Your camera should always be at face level, maintaining a distance of 30 centimeters or an arm length from the screen. Number 3. Your lighting should always be in front of you, not behind you. Number 4. Always use the landscape option when using the video call option on your phone. Number 5. Your background should be simplistic with plain decor. This keeps the attention of the audience focused on you. Number 6. Always make sure there are no moving objects or people behind you while you're in an active meeting. Number 7. Always keep your camera on. It is considered unprofessional and in most gatherings unacceptable to leave your camera turned off. Number 8. Remember to switch off your mic or mute it when not actively participating in a conversation or dialogue. Number 9. Always check to make sure your name and company name appear on the window tab. Number 10. Always try to be still. Avoid making too many movements or fidgeting during a meeting. Number 11. Eating food or having a snack during a video session is considered rude and indecent. However, having a glass of water, tea, or coffee is acceptable. Number 12. When speaking, also try to maintain a normal tone or pitch. Never shout or speak erratically. Number 13. Be on time and ready. Make sure you have everything set up 10 minutes ahead of the appointed time. Number 14. Always look smart. Dress appropriately, you never know who's watching. Number 15. Always let the team know when you're done speaking by indicating I'm done or thank you. Number 16. Do not exceed your time limit. Number 17. Always have your pen and notepad ready so you can take down important points and highlights of the meeting. This is very important. Number 18. Make sure all the necessary devices are functional and running, such as your mic, camera, speakers, and internet connection. Also check your device battery status to make sure they are fully charged. Number 19. Always stay focused and attentive during the meeting. Avoid multitasking so you don't get yourself and others distracted. Number 20. Most importantly, try to be yourself. Stay calm and smile. Thank you. This video was brought to you by Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, AYE, the largest entrepreneurship network in Africa.
Thank you very much for sharing that video. That video has given us a valuable insight on how we could present ourselves professionally in virtual meeting. For those that are joining us, I want to believe that you have found that video, a valuable insight towards your appearance in every virtual meeting. I hope it has come handy. Yes, definitely it has done. It has come handy, right? All right, for those joining us, welcome to Entrepreneurs Weekly Assembly, where we don't just collaborate alone, but also we apply knowledge to enhance our businesses and lifestyle. AYE organization aims to spearhead Africa's entrepreneur revolution by empowering visionary entrepreneurs and foster innovation with the goal of transforming the continent's economic landscape. Our vision encompasses thriving entrepreneurs, ecosystem and also build substantial and sustainable businesses that uplift communities, ultimately creating a legacy of prosperity for future generations. I encourage every one of us to be part and also make it, something that is mandatory for us to attend the assembly regularly. And please kindly make it a part of your schedule. For those who are interested in becoming a member, please find the membership link dropped by the admin in the chat box and consider joining us. Yes, I want to call on the admin to please drop the membership link in the chat box. Yes, thank you very much. And a warm welcome to our esteemed guests. We are thrilled to have you join us today. I see some of you have your cameras turned on. Yes, which is very fantastic. For those who haven't, please feel free to switch them on if you are in a comfortable space. And if you're not, all right, a beautiful profile would definitely suffice. And please do not forget to rename yourself for easier identification. Yes, that would enable us to identify you. And now it's time for us to teach, the beautiful entrepreneurs across the world, our mantra, which is an excerpt from our creed. It holds a significant meaning for us in our organization. And it's a call and response, which goes, if you can achieve this much alone, then your response will be, how much more can we achieve together? So I'm going to be doing that right away, and I'll be calling on few of us that would, unmute their mic while I read this, our slogan. So this is how we do it. We put our fists together and I call, then you respond, all right? Are we ready?
Ready.
Great.
Great.
Africa's entrepreneurs, the world at large entrepreneurs, if you can achieve this much alone,
How much more we achieve together?
All right, I think we need to do that once again. Yes, let's do that once again. If you can achieve this much alone, how much
can we achieve together?
Thank you very much. Okay, I want to. All right, we are supposed to watch a video. However, it's a video that will be coming up shortly from the admin. DJ Kit, kindly confirm if you can, if we can pull up this video shortly. Great. I think the video is up now. Enjoy, please.
I have great news for you. The Global Entrepreneurship Festival will be held right here in Nigeria at the world's first entrepreneurship village. The e-village, Africa's Silicon Valley, will be holding the biggest entrepreneurship event in the world. Yes, it is the biggest because it will have 12 events running simultaneously during the festival. These events include conferences, trade fairs, boot camps, business pitch, networking and collaboration, hackathons, fashion show, art and creative exhibition, innovation and robotics expo, leadership forum, women congress, and of course, a closing concert. You will have an opportunity to meet corporate leaders, global heads of businesses, successful entrepreneurs, all congregating in this event. This will be held during the Global Entrepreneurship Week, November 11th to 13th this year. Don't miss this opportunity.
All right, thank you very much for that video shared. Yes, trust you don't want to miss out on the Global Entrepreneurship Festival. Yes, do you have your ticket ready? I think that should be the question right now. And it's a question that you need to take action on. Please do it quickly before the ticket are sold out. A beautiful thing is the tickets are still sold in discount prices now. So take action and take it. Yes, get it. All right. So let's take a moment to hear some inspiring testimonials from our community members. Please note that physical testimonials are reserved for the first Sunday of each month, and in subsequent editions, testimonials are read. So kindly send yours to testimonials@ayeorganization.com. All right. So we got a couple of testimonials over the week, and I shall be reading them as soon as possible. Yes, I'm reading the first one, and it says the first one is from Nigeria, and it's from Becca. It says, hello everyone. Sometimes I ask myself where I had been all this while and not know about the community. I joined for the first time when I stumbled on one of the posts on Instagram. I was like, that platform, this is the platform. Yes, that was earlier this year, talking about sales on one of the editions. And it says it was talking about techniques I had to learn as a person. Just recently, I took a step towards the project I had been working on as a champion in the real estate business. Guess what? After so much discussion and consideration, I was given the project to manage after I joined the edition on sales technique. Wow. That was beautiful. I was given the project to manage with more than half of the funds attached paid. I'm glad to be in this space. That was beautiful. We need to celebrate that. Thank you very much, Baker. Beautiful testimonials, and we wish you definitely more to come. Yes, more to come. Going forward, I got another one from Katrine. Katrine is from Rwanda, and she sent this through. She says there is never a wasted time at the events on the assembly. That's beautiful. What is more intriguing for me is the extent of passion of Mr. President to seeing that every entrepreneurs grow into their full potentials. Definitely spot on. The love from the organization and the joy that flows through everyone's faces is amazing. It has been an inspiring and intensive few months full of growth and development. Love from Katrine in Rwanda. That is really beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful testimonial from that. Appreciate you, Katrine from Rwanda. Yes, your testimonials is really inspiring, and we wish you more and more greatness and success. Yes, and also for everyone that is joining in this space, it's a beautiful space where we get to learn and we get to grow also, not just collaborate, we also use what we get to enhance ourselves and growth. That is why we grow here. Yes, thank you very much. All right, going forward, we are going to the moment at which we have been waiting for, and it's not a moment where we can't be tired of, because we get to get ourselves filled with freshness, power, and groundbreaking insights. And it's time for us to focus. Trust me, it's a time you need to have a focus here. Please do not allow any distraction to take you out of the space. Before we go into that, I would like to recognize our guest in the house. Thank you very much. It's so good to have you. And I'm going to be welcoming a special individual, our leader, a visionary, and he is the president and the founder of AYE, the largest entrepreneurship organization in Africa. With the AYE clap, join me as I welcome Mr. President to the stage. Mr. President, the mic is yours.
Hi, how are you doing?
Thank you very much, sir. And how are you today, sir? It's so good to have you.
I'm fine. I don't know if this has happened to you guys. When you're ready for your Zoom, you're enjoying your Zoom,
Then the time when you're about to speak, the one distraction comes in. Feels like a spirit came in. And I'm not the only one that does this. I'm sure you're gonna so yell because everything was so perfect. I was ready. Person was about to call me in, and somebody just opened my door and started having this crazy loud conversation. I'm like, what kind of a demon is this? But anyway, that's a digital demon. It happens to every one of us. I once watched one when he was having a live broadcast on TV, and then his kids also came in and scattered the Zoom lights and everything. But this is a word that was introduced to us by COVID. Well, some people know about this word before COVID, but then we started getting adapted to it after COVID. And during COVID, we've had many kind of scenarios when it comes to virtual meeting. Thank God we have a video as an organization that just gives us the format of looking professional in virtual meetings, because it's a global village. Anybody can be watching you right now from anywhere in the world. You want to look presentable because no, you don't know who is watching. But despite that, there's still those virtual blunders that happen. And I also remember a particular guy where, this is so funny, it was having this executive boardroom, so he's got his tie on and everything on, and somehow he forgot himself and stood up to go maybe shut the door, and he had his boxer short on. And he was so embarrassed because the CEOs, the MDs, the investors, everybody was there. And you know what the investors did? They just told him, he said, you know what? I know how you feel, but you're not alone. And they now stood up. Everybody had suits on and shorts and slippers. So I don't want to tell all of you to stand up right now because I know a lot of our beautiful ladies here. It's only from year to year, but it's a Zoom world, it's a virtual world, and it's the same world where we're connecting and making sense and meeting amazing speakers like Dr. Ahmed, Vanessa. These are the two guests that I have on today's Fireside session, and they're going to be spitting on fire with me. So ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs from all over the world, once again, I welcome you to the Entrepreneurs Assembly. Now, if you're joining us for the first time, do not forget to click on the channel, our WhatsApp channel, so that you can stay up to date with our important informations. You can be connected with opportunities and other relevant information that can be useful for your entrepreneurial journey. So admin, you can drop the WhatsApp channel for those, yes, who are just joining us for the first time. So if you're a new member or you're just coming in for the first time, feel free to click on that link, and it will take you straight to the channel. We'll also drop that link again at the end of the session so that you will not miss out on it. Guys, I've got two amazing entrepreneurs in the room. And you know what I love about them? This today's session, I've got the old and I've got the young. So you've got no excuse. We're going to pick the wisdom from experience and age, and we're going to pick the wisdom and experience from modern and young. Let's first hear the voice of the young lady in the room, and go to the elder in the room. And I'm gonna first give Vanessa the opportunity to just say a brief intro. You've got 1 minute, and usually what I do is that, because this is a platform for entrepreneurs all over the world, I give an opportunity to first greet us in your language. You're from Ghana, and I know a bit of your language, so you just say whatever you want to say as your opening statement in your local language, and then whatever you would like to say about yourself. Vanessa, you've got the mic. Take it away from me.
Hi, everyone. That's
it.
All right. So a very good evening to everyone present here. I feel very much excited.
Please tell me it's not our guest's Wi-Fi. Is it me or is it her? Can you guys hear me clearly? Thumbs up.
I think Vanessa is having a network glitch.
Okay, so oh, sorry, I got a message right now. The message is on my phone. Anyway, sorry. Whoever is sending me messages on my phone, I think I've already dealt with that. Vanessa, I was speaking about the fact that I had my own virtual distraction experience before I came in. And Vanessa is having her own. So I think my own was actually better. I fought my own and I shut my door. Vanessa, are you there? Are you settled? Is your Wi-Fi back? Okay. Let's admit that she has a fair share of challenges, like every entrepreneurial journey. And let's believe and trust that she would overcome that challenge and get back right in it with a different network and a better Wi-Fi. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to bring up on stage, like I said, we have the old and we have the young in the room. And the old is nobody but Dr. Hamad. Dr. Hamad, it's such a privilege speaking to you today. It's such a privilege having you to join us. Are you joining from Beirut?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
How are you? And as
Fine,
you asked, Vanessa, I will say it in my local language. Masa al khair. It means good evening.
Nice.
First, let me express my deep gratitude for the African young entrepreneurs for hosting me today. It's a great pleasure. I'm so happy to be with you today to share my experience and learn from you. It's two ways learning phenomena. I'm so happy, so thrilled. And I've attended hundreds of conferences all over the world. Online, in person, I've presented. But you know what? It's so lovely that when I joined, I was listening to African music, motivation. Hello, and people were happy. This is the spirit that we love. They were all moving, dancing, and I felt like standing up dancing. But as your president said, I didn't want you to see my lower part, so I said I will keep this. Do you agree with me, Mr. President?
Woo! Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmad. What an interesting man. What an interesting man. Go ahead.
And even, once you said about standing up, I saw someone, her name, I think family name was Fayoum or something. And when he said stand up, she was like, no, I don't want to stand up. And it's something that got my attention after COVID. People from a big company, I think it was like from IBM, they agreed to come to work the same way that they were presenting on Zoom. So everyone was like this and downstairs with the slippers or with the shorts, etc. And they came all with the CEO and down. This is the things that have changed our lives. This is our new e-life. It's our new e-life, which is going to be part of my presentation today.
Lovely.
So we talk about entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? So entrepreneurship, the simplest definition of entrepreneurship is starting your own company, starting a new enterprise, starting a new organization. A lot of people say, I don't want to work with a boss. I don't want to work under the command of anyone. But this is not the concept of entrepreneurship. The concept of entrepreneurship is far much wider than this. I am a university professor, and 15 years ago, we didn't teach entrepreneurship in university. Nobody heard almost about this concept. I didn't have a course called entrepreneurship. Now, in every curriculum in the world, we have the word entrepreneurship. But I've attended conferences that they say entrepreneurship is a recent concept. It's a new because of the challenges of the world. And you know what? This is totally, absolutely, completely wrong. Entrepreneurship is as old as human beings are living on this earth. Right, Mr. President? You're agreeing. Is it true?
So that's right. It's so right.
Exactly. Goes back way, way, way back to our first lives on earth. Thousands of years. Why? Because people, when we go back, we hear about the Iron Age. What is the Iron Age? It's like trading food for iron, starting our own organization, starting our own life where food is. Whenever I talk entrepreneurship, I start with the oldest organizations in history. And I've never been before to Africa, but I love Africa. And my latest book, it was a collaboration between 9 authors. I had um, two authors that they are originally from Mali, and one of them I always tell her whenever we did a conference, and probably some of you attended of one of our conferences. I always say you're always smiling. She's always happy. Africa as I would call it, they call Europe the old continent. I would call Africa the happy continent. And joining you today with all this music, with a DJ, this shows that it is really a happy continent. And so going back to all civilizations, we go to Egypt, uh, China, um, Iraq, and we look at all those civilizations, and we see that they are all centered around water. Why water? For resources. Okay, so all organizations, all civilizations, they used to make, they had advanced organizations, maybe more advanced than our life now. So if we go back to medicine, although now all doctors, they swear with Hippocrates, swear, but they say if they really go back, the medicine is all back to actually Egypt. So we're talking about Africa. This is where all started from. They say the father of real medicine is Amenhotep. He's not the pharaoh, but he was the assistant. So this is the first thing I want to say. Entrepreneurship, it's not a new concept. That's
right.
Has been with us since ever. So this is entrepreneurship. However, with globalization, things became more easy or more obvious. Now we have more disciplined type of entrepreneurship. We have new styles of entrepreneurship. Before I go deep into some technical knowledge, I have a question. Do you know what is the percentage of SMEs to large organization worldwide?
We'll be interested in knowing. Anybody in the room who's got that answer, you can drop it in the chat session as quickly as possible. Anyone with that answer?
This is a very important question. What is the percentage of SMEs? I would say the average worldwide, because it differs from one country to another. This is a very crucial thing in entrepreneurship. Actually, the number is astonishing. It's around 85%. 85% of organizations. So someone said 60. It's absolutely no, much more. 85 of organizations in the world around, as I said, it differs. In the States, it's 84, and in Germany, it's 86. It might be in France, 83. But around 85, the average of SMEs, all those are with organizations or are started by people like you, like me. This is the real opportunity that we really have. And again, with the globalization, with all this networking, me sitting in my room, I might be sitting in my office with my pajama, and I can sell all over the world. This is something that really is boosting entrepreneurship. I met someone in Germany who said, I have sold $1 billion of eyeglasses over the net. When we say this, we see how can entrepreneurship change our lives. And I'll go back again. If you really want to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to be happy like you. And this is something really important. People, they don't see those small things. They say an entrepreneur is someone who is clever, technical, and who's someone who is can take risks. If you're not happy and you cannot start your business, and I see
Thank
a lot
you so much. Go ahead, land, please land, please land.
okay, I see a lot of happiness, especially with your president, and all around. As I told you, I see people who are enthusiastic to start something.
Wow. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmad. Let's put on some reactions for that. That is more than an opening statement. Bring it on. Let's give him some virtual claps and some loves. I appreciate those punchlines. Man, I gave this man an opening statement and I gave him an opening speech. Come on, man. I have heard it in different formats, but I've heard some of what he has said for the first time. For the first time. As simple as they are so powerful. You know, entrepreneurship is so old that it came from our very existence. Lovely. He also spoke about our kind of a room, talking about our DJ commending the feel and the atmosphere. And I'll tell you something. Dr. Ahmad can easily do business with anyone in this room. Why? Because of the personality we fed him. And that is why he dropped that bombshell, very powerful bombshell that I did not know. Over a decade of entrepreneurship field, 15 years in the entrepreneurship field, developing entrepreneurs. I've said it in different ways, but I've never said it in as simple as this. Entrepreneurship is happiness. Oh my God. Tell me something, man. Tell me you got that aspect. If I did not get anything else, I am so going to be so blown up, all happy throughout this week. The week starts tomorrow, Sunday. And that is the spirit. We've always spoke about this in different aspects. But that happiness is what caught him. That happiness is what attracted him. It's what he felt. And it's what he connected to. And it's where transactions are being born. Connecting with a happy spirit. Who among you is happy right now? We spoke about this. I once spoke about the power of a smile. And some of us will be on virtual platforms. Our faces are heavy. The problems is heavy on your head. Who wants to do business with problems? Who wants to do business with sadness? Who wants to do business with worry? So come on, man. If you're in a comfortable place, I bet you switch on your camera, put on that smile, because some people in this room are going to be doing some transaction and building new relationship with happiness. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmad. Right now, I can see that, oh, I love that. I am a happy entrepreneur. You know what? That's what we're going to post at the end of this session. So remind me, Tino, so that at the end of this session, we're all going to put that on our status. I'm a happy entrepreneur, hashtag entrepreneur assembly. I tell you something. It might just be that statement that that client you've been looking for would see. And she will pick up the call and call you. I am a happy entrepreneur. As simple as that. Now, I see Dr. Ahmad is ready for me, but I'm going to come back to you shortly. I'm going to come back to you shortly because it's a fireside chat. So I'm going to be picking up some energy from you and I'll be feeding it to Vanessa. Now, from the happiness you said already, Vanessa is already pumped up happy. Like you can just see her expression, her face. It's just there. So, Vanessa, you're a public speaker, you're young, you're beautiful, you're an African woman. Now, use those 3 lines to make a statement about public speaking.
Okay, so let me formally introduce myself again. Since our last, hitch, as you'd say, the virtual demon came in and, it made everything. But then, in this modern dispensation, you find out that the kind of generation we're bringing up don't.
So did we lose her again? Oh my God. Oh my God. The thing is, I spoke about the virtual demon, but I did not tell her what I did to the virtual demon. So I think she addressed the demon in one kind of a way that, so when we get her back, we would speak to her. Now, and I'm going to build up on her situation, what happened to her, And I will return that challenge to Dr. Ahmad. Dr. Ahmad, we want to be happy. We want to stay happy. We want to do business happy. But then life comes. And I know as a professor in entrepreneurship and business management, life has come for you so many times. It has come for your students so many times. Now, how do we remain happy? Especially because this year, Dr. Ahmad, it's our year of selling. It's our year of selling. It's our watchword for the year. Last year, our watchword is our year of professionalism. And this year is about numbers. We just want to make some good numbers. And we declared it from January 1st as our year of selling. So we've been out there looking for the numbers, searching for the numbers, transacting with the numbers. But then in the spirit of happiness, there come those sad days. How do we still keep a smile on our faces when life goes bad?
Okay, this is a very big question. Here we're talking about extrinsic and intrinsic motivation, about what makes us happy. So, some of the, people, she said, I think her family is Fayumi, she said, I'm a happy entrepreneur. And, when I was talking about the DJ, I referred to her because she was all enjoying the time. She was at the top. That's why I realized her. So happiness is what drives us. As you said, really life is full of challenges. I have, wished hundreds of times that I don't want to continue this life. I'm so sad. But also for those hundreds of times that I was sad, I found thousands of reasons why I should continue my life. Life just just pushes us in our face, telling us go down, and we always have to say no, we don't. When I finished my doctorate in France, I remember the person who's one of the top management. He called me a tiger. He said nobody could stand the situation or the factors that you face. So, Mr. President, it's all about our intrinsic motivation. I have 4 books in leadership. I've read thousands of books about leadership, but one thing made me think about leadership differently. One of the books, in simple words, as you said, as simple as it, he said, you want to be a leader, talk to yourself. Of course, listen carefully. I'm not saying talk to yourself. Go walk in the street and start talking to yourself. And if anybody tells you, why are you doing this? Tell him, Dr. Ahmed said it. No. When I say talk to yourself, it means motivate yourself. Do things that are not expected. When we say entrepreneurship, motivation. The first, conference webinar I attended, it was a room, and I said, I don't want to be there. I was walking. Everyone was in the window, and I told the cameraman, please follow me. And he was following me. And, before I continue, those things I'm saying, you will hear them a lot. But there are things that you don't hear. There are things. So let's do something now. Let's do a challenge. Mr. President told me that I'm reading your mind. I'm trying to read your mind. And he's thinking of a challenge that we will do now to be happy. So I'm going to ask everyone the challenge of showing us your whole self on camera. Let's all stand and see how do we look. So, I'm wearing this. So downstairs I'm wearing a pants, but it's my pajama. So let's all look. Stand up. I see you are sitting. Stand up. I want to see you standing up.
Stand up, everyone. Show off what you got.
I see men still sitting. Are you shy to show your legs? So let's stand up to this thing. This is entrepreneurship. Yes, come with creative ideas. Very good. So this is the challenge to make us happy. And as Mr. President said, be happy, enjoy our time. You know, you will all remember that I talked about happiness, that I showed you my lower pajama, and we saw, here, chief of staff showed us his beautiful legs. Okay, so this is things that still there. Okay, Fayumi, you didn't stand up. What about Ambassador Christopher? I want you to stand up. Why are you shy?
Ambassador Christopher, stand up, fire me. Ah, he's gonna shout.
Wow. You know, Ambassador, you need a little bit of fire.
Oh my God.
Ambassador, you need to get up. Okay, guys. So let me give you something. You know, very important. Please listen to this carefully. A very important advice to all young entrepreneurs. You know, whenever I had a conference, I used to spend nights and days preparing. Sometimes I used to talk, and people were like, okay, when the hell will he finish? Please stop talking. I prefer a burger over my face, although I was so happy about that. You know, people felt this. And, you know, one time I read a study, and listen carefully. When you are on stage, when you are selling, Mr. President, you talked about sales. This is the year of sales. Listen to this. Study carefully. Okay. When you are selling, when you are standing, when you are presenting, when I am with the customer face to face, okay, 55% of why I will mesmerize this person. So let's say I'm a conference stand. 55% is because of my body language. So I'm talking, those hands, those gestures, when I'm on the podium, talking, moving, for you following me, you are mesmerized. Those factors that will people listen to you. 55% body language, 38% tonality. What do you mean by tonality? If I'm talking, I attended in Lithuania a conference for leadership, and he was talking, telling us about leadership, and we were like, sleeping, as if we're listening to our grandmommy's song, where it's you have to really, and then I went up to the stage and tried to motivate people. Why tonality? Because if you're monotone, even if you have a low tone or a high tone, but still both of them are tonalities, your audience will sleep. So what do you need to do? Talk, loud voice, then go up, then go. As you see me now, I'm talking down and up. So I don't let my students sleep with my tonality and walking around them. And if I have someone who has faced a lot and he's sleeping, so I go and talk to him and not crucify him. This is us. We have been a lot. So, and it comes as only 7% to the content. So I'm instead of people and in front of people. I'm facing people. Anything that I'm saying, even if I'm talking about Albert Einstein, it's only 7%. The way you present yourself, the way you talk, the way you shake hands. When I shake hands, okay, with people, the way I smile, the way I look in their eyes, smile, all those things are ways for entrepreneurs to sell their product. Because, if the person in front of you, he didn't or he or she didn't like you, they will not buy from you. So, Mr. President, this is sales. I have been working, I've worked for 7 or 8 years in sales, as a big sales and projects for generators. I've done sales that nobody can imagine. I was selling to customers in the same building of our competitor. And you know why? Once half of the staff of my competitors were fired, because how can someone sells to the building and he's like tens of kilometers away? Why? Because I went there, I sat with this person, I listened to this person, I heard what does this person in front of me want? We have a very good number now. We have 97 attendees here, and we have 97 different personalities. For me as an entrepreneur, I need to be able to understand all those people. In communication, I believe that communication is the most important trait an entrepreneur should have. Even he's young, he's old. It's about he's African, he's European, American, Lebanese, Asian, whatever. It's all about communication. Communication makes people um, like you, listen to you. And you know what? People think about communication as, in the old ages about talking. So we should be talking, talking, talking. We have an Arabic proverb that says he should be someone who had worked a lot on his tongue. But now I give lectures about communication. And the first slide I give is listening versus hearing. You want to communicate well, you have to listen to others. You have to see what others really have to say. Now we have here 97 different ideas, and I know that the majority of you have brilliant ideas. That one of you today might change the world, as Thomas Edison did, or Henry Ford did, or Steve Jobs, and they are all entrepreneurs. Apple, this big company, started in the garage of Steve Jobs. He started, he used to take his car outside to work, and now Apple is one of the biggest organizations in the world. This is a real entrepreneur, and to go back, I strongly believe that if Steve Jobs was not happy about what he's doing, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't have created the biggest company, the biggest organization. Why? Because, as an entrepreneur, we always say an entrepreneur is someone who is ready to fight for his dreams. This is to answer you, Mr. President. When life slaps us on our face, we have to think not how to retaliate, but how to stand up again. And leadership is not about not falling, because we all fall. But
thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmad. And you dropped a punchline towards your closing line. When life gives us a smack, we shouldn't retaliate, but get back up on our feet. That's a beautiful one. Beautiful one. Thank you so much. I know because Dr. Ahmad is from Lebanon, some of you might be missing out on following up with his accent and getting some important key things that he said. But he said amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I'm just looking at my notes and everything is full. From when he started speaking about body language, I'm sure you saw my hand already. He just went with my words. Or when I go like this, it goes and it goes like this. And then he spoke about tonality, the tone that you speak. And again, if you can vibrate that tone, you can take it, you can mix it. Watch this. If you can take every single thing did you see what I did there? That is moving the tonality. You are vibrating it in such a way that your audience stays in tune with what you're saying. Extremely important. Body language and tonality. That was one of the major things that I spoke about. I remember I spoke earlier about the percentage of the SMEs as to other big corporations in the world. But I must say that I caught a lot of things. I want to check my notes now, and I don't want to miss out on anything that he said. Now, let's look at this other aspect when he spoke about communication as being the most important trait. Guys, I cannot say this and oversay it and overemphasize it. I don't know how to explain it. if only you are hearing from the experience, you are hearing from some of us who have gone through a lot of mistakes in life, you are hearing from some of us who have wished that we knew this earlier. Communication is the most important trait. If you don't know how to communicate, you don't have anything in business. You have no job in business. If you don't know how to listen well, if you don't know how to talk well, if you don't know how to engage your clients, then there's a very big problem. Now, there's another thing I want to push in just because before I go back to Vanessa. I hope this time around Vanessa will have changed our Wi-Fi and we have a much more better signal so that we don't miss some amazing key points she wants to share. But just before I do that, I want to show you guys something quickly. Practically something that happened. Since the time Dr. Ahmad El Zain came into the room, one person caught his attention, maybe two, me and Tinoye. And I will tell you something before I go back to what I'm about to say. This just flashed into my mind. When he was speaking about when he goes on stage and then he changed how he used to speak on stage. People wonder my format of speaking. When I speak in a room, the whole room catches fire. That is it. And what is my secret? I'm just myself. The stage is my playing ground and the microphone is my toy. I just have fun on stage. And once you can do that, you can engage thousands and thousands of people and hold them together like this. Now, going back to what I'm saying, there are two things you can get from your prospect, be it an investor, a partner, a client, a customer. Their attention and their time. Now, before you can get their time, you need to get their attention. And we are on a virtual platform, but Tinoye got the attention of Dr. Ahmad. I'll tell you something right now. If every one of us go back to him and send him a message on LinkedIn and say, oh, Dr. Ahmad, it's me, I met you at the Entrepreneurs Assembly, you might still need to introduce yourself and say many things. Tinoye won't say anything. Tinoye just said, Dr. Ahmad, it's me, Tinoye, the happy entrepreneur. That's all. He got his attention and he can win his time. Entrepreneurs, this is a room you have come in today to invest in your life. Things that are discussed here are very important, especially when you put them to use. Start catching people's attention. Be intentional about catching attention, from your appearance to how you engage to how you smile. There is a reason why your mouth is on your face, not on your butt. Because God knows that the smile will open the door and not your back. Now, use this instrument to make profit. Use this instrument to create partnership, to make new friends. And this time around, I'm going to try that by smiling now to Vanessa and hoping that the Wi-Fi or the virtual demon will run away with this smile when she gives us a very short intro and answer that question that I said earlier, which was, I said, your young Black African beauty public speaker. How does all this help in entrepreneurship, especially in public speaking? Thank you very much.
Right. So I hope I can be heard.
You almost said, I hope my virtual demon has left.
I almost said that. But a good evening once again to all of us. And I believe I must commend Doc for, the insightful message. I've learned so much. And that can be overemphasized. And thank you, Mr. President, for putting this whole initiative together. I mean, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So thank you. All right. So in the space of entrepreneurship, aside me being in the entrepreneurship space, I do public speaking. As Mr. President said, I'm young, Black, beautiful. I mean, all these facets play a key role in entrepreneurship, because I, for one, believe that it is an image of selling out first before your product is sold out. So if you're shabbily dressed, if you don't have a good representation or a good presentation, you're going to be greatly affected, and it will affect whatever you want to sell to the other party or to sell to your client. So you must be first intentional. You must be very, very intentional about all that you are, and especially for yourself, because I believe that, I always say that, look, everybody is a brand. Everybody is a brand. Let's put your business aside. You come first before your brand is sold. You introduce your brand to other people. So you are a brand and you're supposed to live like it. So try your possible best to be beautiful. Try your possible best to be as happy, to be as vibrant as you can be. And trust me, your product will sell. Your product will sell. And on the bit of public speaking, I believe so much in communication, and good communication can be changed for anything at all, because it is something you're selling, and people sell a lot of things. That is why when you go to a restaurant, a bottle of water costs much more than it is bought on the roadside. I believe we all agree. Good. So in as much as it may not be verbal communication, they have communicated their brand well enough for you to be able to have confidence that, look, I'm not wasting my money. I'm not wasting my money. It is worth the price I am buying this bottle of water for. So let's combine all of this. Let's be intentional. Let's be brands for ourselves before our products. And I believe that we'll do fantastic and we will be happy entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Oh my God. And we would be happy entrepreneurs. Thank you so much, Vanessa. And I told you that smile chased away the demon. And we are so glad that it's gone and it's gone forever. At least for now. Your next business meeting is my comeback. That's not our own business anyway. Thank you, Vanessa. I love that smile. Now, there's one simple line. I don't know what's wrong with my speakers today. They're just using the simplest words to make the biggest sense. Who else is with me on this now? Who's getting this? Now, one simple thing she said, try so much to be beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my God. If only you understand that line. Try so much. And when we're talking about beautiful now, I'm not talking about men, woman, whatever, makeup. No. Be beautiful. Google the full definition of beautiful. Be beautiful with your spirit. Be beautiful with your face. Be beautiful in your heart. Be beautiful with your personality, and you would see money. Oh my God, you would see money. This money you're looking for, this client you're looking for, this product you're looking for, you would find that. That's the secret. Be beautiful. Honestly speaking, very important. Some of us are too strong and too rigid for success. Yes, there's that part that needs to come in to face those challenges that Dr. Ahmad said. But it's the beauty that brings the client, and it's the strength that fights the challenge. So don't mix it up by using your strength to fight the client and then being beautiful where challenges come. Be beautiful. And you don't know when. Dr. Ahmad, all the way from Lebanon, if I was told that a Lebanese would tell me to stand up on my Zoom platform, I would never believe that prophecy. So imagine if I did not wear a shirt. Because these things are free, man. Sometimes we just play around with this thing. We just have fun with it. And I can just come to my assembly. I just put on the slippers and nothing. I don't know what your imagination is doing to you guys right now. May God help you people. But then, what if nothing was there and he said, stand up? And it's like, President, you stand up. As a leader, I have to lead with example. I have to stand. So be beautiful, because you don't know when, entrepreneurs, you'll be told to stand in the room. You don't know when you'll be told to stand on that stage. You don't know when you'll be told to stand in that auditorium, in that boardroom, to present that idea, to present yourself. Like Vanessa said, be the brand. Let us love you first before we love your product. Honestly speaking, we can go on and on and on, but as we begin to wind down, and you know what? If you're just joining us, this is the Entrepreneurs Assembly. We are winding down. They're going to be giving us their closing statement and closing advice, and which is always very powerful. If you've got a friend, a client, mother, sister, family member, just give them that link. Admin, just drop that link in the chat. We are live. We are still live. change it to their still life. Just send it, put it on your WhatsApp status so that they won't miss these closing and punchlines that Dr. Ahmad is about to drop right now, because it's very important. Put it on your status. See, let me tell you why you must empower those around you. They are the closest help to you. If you have a bunch of fools around, you are in problem. So if you have staff, colleagues that are working with you, where you are feeding from the well of knowledge, get some water for them. So that's all I'm saying. Something is about to drop. Yeah, thank you very much, admin. We are still live. Carry that words. Paste it on your LinkedIn, paste it on your Instagram, paste it on your channel, paste it everywhere. One family member might come in and hear the final words of Elisa or from Dr. Ahmad, and it will be their saving grace for the year 2024. So while we wait for that link to be spread across on our channel, let's tell them we are still live. Final words are going to be about to be dropped by our keynote speakers. Let them not miss this, because knowledge is the most powerful thing. I'm going to say something before I give the mic to my speakers now to drop their closing statements and final advice for entrepreneurs in the room. Now, what I want to drop, and I'm speaking to my speakers now. I was with my chief of staff, that was yesterday, and I said something, and my chief of staff knows one of his first job is must never let wisdom go away. Never. I release a lot of quotes when I speak, and I have a quote that says, opportunities are similar to my quotes. All that you hear today are those I wrote immediately. They come and go in a flash. So once again, let me say that particular quote again. Opportunities are similar to my quotes. They come and go in a flash. All that you heard or all that you read are those I wrote down immediately. So I have many more quotes. I have a book on quotes, but I've lost a lot because I didn't write them down. And so is opportunities. So yesterday we were talking, and this is about when I was saying that I don't want you guys to miss out on knowledge. The final words that will come out of Dr. Ahmad and from Vanessa's mouth. I don't know what it is, but I know that today I've heard the simplest thing I've never heard before. I've heard statistics as regard 85% in percentages. I've heard being happy, being beautiful, simple thing that I should have heard. But those are the most powerful things. So I want to refer to the quote I published yesterday, a statement that I made, and I want you all to listen to this carefully. I'm going to my Instagram account. If you're not following me, do so. Sumi Smart is my Instagram account. You get a lot from that page. Now, the quote says this: the foundation for success now is intelligence. If you are poor, it's because you are dumb. And if you remain dumb, you deserve to be poor. I'll read it one more time before I get a closing statement from my speakers now. The foundation of success now in this generation is intelligence. If you are poor currently in this generation, it's because you are dumb. I challenge you today. And if you remain dumb, you deserve to be poor. I said it, go quote me anyway. Go say, tell your pastor, tell your preacher, tell your rabbi that I cursed it. I placed a curse. Yes. Because in this generation today, if you are still dumb with the access to knowledge, to information at your fingertip, with GPTs and AIs and so many things that you can just get right now, if you are still dumb, you deserve to be poor. If you miss out on keynotes that are being said in this room today, key points that have been said, and they just came into your mind, came into your ears, but there were no action. What is the first step of dumbness? When words comes in and does nothing. That is the biggest fool ever. You've heard today that be happy. What are you going to do about it after this assembly? Try and make a happy call. Do you know how to make happy calls? It starts with your pitch. Hello, hi, how you doing? How are you? Yes, I just wanted to check on you. Start with that pitch. When you give that high pitch, the person on the other side picks it up. When some of you receive a phone call, you feel like the person on the other side feel like you caused their day. It's like you brought problem on their day. Hello? Yes? How do I do business with such a spirit? But when somebody calls you, I'm like, hi, how you doing? There's a familiar tone in your voice. Yes, it is me, Sumi Smart Francis. How can I help you today? There's that embracement of conversation. You are already making that person feel comfortable because of what Dr. Ahmad said. Be happy. And DJ Kids, you have to take us out with Don't Worry, Be Happy. That song, that's a song we're going to listen to at the end of this session because I see Chidesai smiling. Our guests might not know this, but at the end of every session, we always also round up with music and they will spotlight and they will dance. It's actually a much bigger energy than the beginning. Happiness is contagious. When you transfer happiness to that client, they will not know when they paid you. They won't. So please, ride on that. Now, it's time for that closing statement, final advice. And like I said, don't be dumb. Get knowledge, get intelligence, get information, and use it. Because now, wealth is accessible. Prosperity is possible. And riches are at your fingertips. Gone are the days where it was destined for a specific few. No, those days have changed. You can go online now and start talking and be happy and people start watching you and you're being paid online for nothing. I don't want to go into that because I myself want to learn. From the closing words that will come out of our guest speakers. Now, Dr. Ahmad, this is how this final session goes. It's in two phases. First, three phases rather. And I hope you would not forget the format on which these requests are made. These humble requests are made. Number one, we would like you to recommend a book, a software, a app, a song, a movie, whatever, any one of them that you feel like it will be useful for us as entrepreneurs. Either a book, a movie, a documentary, a software, or a business tool. So just make a recommendation. So number one is R, recommendation. Then we have F and we have A. So it's our RFA. That's how we end. Now, F is your feedback. We want you to share your feedback on the room. How did this room make you feel? What do you think about what we do as an organization? What's your feedback for us as a community? And then your A is the closing advice. What is your advice that you have for entrepreneurs in the room? Once again, R, recommendation, F, feedback, A, advice. Dr. Ahmad, the mic is yours, sir.
Okay, I'll start with recommendation. I read a lot of books, but you will be surprised. I recommend two movies. One of them is Swordfish, and the second is Focus. Why? At the end of Swordfish, please watch the last 10 minutes when this person looks and he says, not everything you see in life is true. Sometimes you see things that are not, like you see someone who is smiling, happy. Like if I read about Charlie Chaplin making everyone happy, I would say he is a happy person, but he is the most miserable. He was the most miserable person. So when you are doing business, not everything is as you see. You have to look beyond things. You have to look to clues, to things that are not there, and focus. There's where he goes and gamble, and it shows you how big companies now can manipulate our perception by subliminal messages. So our life technology has changed. Now we don't need leaders anymore. We want e-leaders, because I'm communicating with people like here, Mr. President. He was talking, he was strong, he was motivating you over Zoom, not face. It's easier to motivate people when you are face to face, but what the president did is something not easy. So this is my sword. My feedback. It was a successful meeting. I wish you all the best. And if you don't mind, also I would be pleased to share my phone number on the chat if anyone wants to contact me for an advice. And I will be giving this advice, any advice that you want, just because I love what I saw today. So I'm going to give free advice to everyone. And this is as a gift from African young entrepreneur to everyone. So the president say, let's distribute free things. I'm distributing free advice to anyone who attended this Zoom as a payback to my host. I'm so happy to be with you. Quickly, a closing advice. I don't want to talk. I want to give you a small story about a person who's called Jack Ma. He's the CEO of AliExpress, the biggest online organization that is online in Asia. He is the richest person in Asia. This person had faced, listen to this, Mr. President, you asked me about when life slaps you, had faced a lot of bad remarks, bad luck. You know, he applied to KFC. 24 people applied to KFC. They took 23rd, and he was the only one that didn't get a job. And because all of this bad luck, he created his own company, like you entrepreneurs. He created his own company, and now he is the richest person in Asia. So don't ever give up. Always, always, always say, I can do it. I can, you say it. And you know, if you want now to unmute everyone and let's all say it. I can do it all together, one voice. And as at the beginning, we are all together. We can do much more than one. This is how it makes a difference. Say, I can do it.
I can do
it. I can do it.
Okay, we all, if we are, you know, the last thing, the owner of KFC, when you look at the KFC, you see an old man. He started his organization at the age of 65. He started the biggest restaurant in history, and he was 65. And you know why? Because he used to do a chicken to his friends. And then he said, let me try it outside. And it worked. Never, ever give up. And even if you are old, continue doing it. Continue believing in yourself. I see a lot of happy people now. And you know what? You made me so happy today. I couldn't ask for more than this. This is far, far more than I expected. Thank you very much. That's why I will be dropping my phone number. Anyone needs to chat, I'm so happy to talk with you, to share my advice, okay? And to dance with you. I'm sorry I'm away, you cannot. I'm so happy to be with you. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Ahmad. Don't drop your phone numbers yet. Don't drop it. Don't drop it, Dr. Ahmad. There's a way we do it. So what we usually do, because we believe in sowing and reaping. So when we get offers from our speakers, our guests is only for the active members. They qualify for it. So yes, we will take it, the admin will get those details, and it will be given to the bona fide members. That's why we tell our members, become an active member so you can get these benefits. Yes, all this we do is for free.
They are so lucky to have a president like you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Ahmad. I feel so humble. I feel so humbled listening to you, your wealth of wisdom, your wealth of experience, and despite all that, our community has been able to touch you positively and also, you know, lighten up your day. We love you, Dr. Ahmad. Guys, like we always do it, let's show him the biggest numbers of virtual love he has ever seen in his life. Do it, guys. Let's show him. Dr. Ahmad, all these are for you. Keep pressing it so that it does not stop coming off your screen. Keep pressing it so it just stays on your screen. Put on that love reaction for Dr. Ahmad. That's how we do it. Everyone, we're waiting for everyone. Keep pressing it so it does not stop. Just keep clicking on that love. All this love for different part of the world is to you, Dr. Ahmad, just to say we love you. Thank you so much for the words and for investing your time. You know, a lot of people say we want to make an impact. I want to give back. Dr. Ahmad, you have given back. You have invested in lives of people that you've never met from different parts of the world. God bless you. God bless you. Guys, follow Dr. Ahmad on LinkedIn. Don't ask for his number. He won't give you. He's going to ask you, are you a paid member of the organization? So follow his work, like his work, share his work. You know why? I'm teaching you to get his attention. Like his works, share his works, repost him on your status, and make sure your network is also following his work. We need to promote good. The very few good we haven't had, we need to promote it. Thank you so much for that. Now, please, Dr. Ahmad, I need to be sure. Is it swordfish, right? Or swordfish? Okay, good. And then what is the second movie? What's the title of the second movie? You can
Focus.
Focus. Good. I can tell you for a fact, I'm so focused that I'm going to be watching both movies tonight. Swordfish and Focus. Who's going to be my movie mates? And I think they used to do a watch party. One day I would ask them.
Teleparty. A teleparty.
Okay. Yeah, so serious. Let's talk about that later. Maybe we can organize a watch party and we can watch Swordfish and Focus together. Then another thing is said, remember, you're the poet, I am an happy entrepreneur, or I'm a happy entrepreneur, and with the hashtag Entrepreneurs Assembly on your status, on your WhatsApp and everything. When we give these instructions, some of us flow with it and some of us fight with it. Now, don't be surprised when life fights with you. That's it. It's how you operate with the universe. It's how you flow with the universe. If you're always fighting with everything, in the mosque, in the church, everything they say, you are fighting it. On campus, at work, everything, you are fighting it. Now, in your business community, we're telling you something again, you are still fighting it. Then when life fights you, you will now start complaining. Well, the instruction from your president, if I'm still your president, I am a happy entrepreneur. Hashtag Entrepreneurs Assembly. I'm telling you something. That client might just see that particular line on your status and she will just smile. Like, let me actually call this guy today. It works like magic. Right now, we're going to our next speaker, and I'm sure she got the brief of the 3 steps of RFA. Your recommendation, be it a movie, a documentary, a book, a software, a app, a song. Some ladies are in the room. Should we recommend also some nice makeup or some nice creams as well? Whatever recommendation you've got. Feedback. How did this room make you feel? What do you think about our community? And lastly, your closing advice. Ladies and gentlemen, do not leave. We are rounding up. After this session, we'll do our 5 minutes of music and happiness, and then we close. Anything you start, the first thing to prove how professional you are to a client, to a prospect, to your fiance, to your potential husband or wife is your commitment to things. Anything you start, learn to finish it. Never leave a room until it's goodbye. Any meeting you go, any conference you attend, anywhere you are, is your first evidence of professionalism. Now, our speaker, where she now, I think the network must have glitched again, but while we wait for her, and I know she's about to say something strong. That's why this Wi-Fi or virtual demon is still fighting so badly. And I trust that she will be fighting back so badly as well. But while we are waiting for her to connect, ladies and gentlemen, the Global Entrepreneurship Festival is coming up in Nigeria. Entrepreneurs from all over the world are coming for the biggest entrepreneurship event. One of the good news I have for you is that we will also be extending an invitation to Dr. Ahmad El-Zain. Ladies and gentlemen, we have global speakers coming from all over the world. We have top business leaders. We have the president of Nigeria. We have presidents of different countries going to be at the Global Entrepreneurship Festival at the Entrepreneurship Village. And I can tell you for a fact, I can predict this. When some of us in this room see Dr. Ahmad, we're still going to jump on him because he's so familiar to us already, and the energy he brought into the room. And I know that that will really make a stay. Now, Vanessa is ready and she is back. Now, RFA, the mic is yours.
All right, thank you. It's really a pleasure having to speak again. Thank you so much, Doc, for your insightful recommendations and your feedback. I have learned so much and I'm taking so much wisdom away. So my recommendation is going to be first a movie, and the movie is starred by Will Smith, and the title is The Pursuit of Happiness. The Pursuit of Happiness. And this is an inspiring story that's it's going to help you overcome your challenges, perseverance. And I mean, all these happen in the whole bit of being
wow, network again. Network again. Oh my God, network again. Pursuit of Happiness is an amazing movie. Now, I want to teach you something. I gave a speech recently, Dr. Ahmad, and E-Village Board Chairman is also in the room. I recognize you, sir, Mr. Dan Vatovik. Welcome to the room. He's always with us. Thank you so much for always finding time from your busy schedule to come in. He's one of the board members for the Global Entrepreneurship Festival, and he's also coming to Nigeria in June for the Global Press Conference. And we're looking forward to seeing you. Now, Mr. Dan, Dr. Ahmad, one of the things I want to share with these guys is that I was speaking recently somewhere and I used the movie, and my speech was sizzle. It blew up everyone. Everywhere, everyone in the world was on fire. Like, I can't even explain it. And they said I showed them the movie in a way they've never seen before. Why am I saying this now? When you go watch Pursuit of Happiness, when you go watch Swordfish, when you go watch Focus, watch it with wisdom. Now, don't watch it as a movie. You know, when we watch a movie, we watch it like we want to be entertained. Don't watch it like you want to be entertained. Watch it like you want to learn from it. And you'll be surprised about the direction the movie will be ministering to you. I can assure you. So please, these three movies, as you're going to watching them, settle down, get your popcorn, and this time around, your girlfriend, your wife, they're going to be shocked because you'll be having a pen and a paper watching a movie. They're like, what's happening? You're like, no, there's something my president told me. He said, these three movies, I should watch them as a ministration. And I can assure you, when we meet again next week, Saturday, same time, we're going to be sharing feedback. And your testimonials can also be sent. Remember, you can send your testimonial on testimonials@ayyorganization.org. And if you are one of those that like to speak about your testimonials, what you can do is wait for the first Saturday of the month. That is when I speak. And that is when we allow everybody to then speak on your testimonials. It doesn't have to be read. Vanessa is back, and I'm sure that this time around we will nail it with last feedback and advice.
Okay. So my feedback is, this is the first of a kind I've joined, Africa's Young Entrepreneurship. And I must say, this is a very, very commendable initiative that every young entrepreneur should be a part of. It is really worth the time. It is really worth, the whole thing. So I'm really, 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 really happy that I've been brought on this initiative. And I'm so thankful and grateful to Mr. President, for counting me worthy of speaking here to these important people. And I look forward to many, many more interesting sessions. I know.
Man, this is something else.
The Wi-Fi of Vanessa is not a happy Wi-Fi.
It's It's not a happy one. It's Ghana virtual demons are stronger than Nigeria virtual demons and American virtual demons. Now I know. Our jollof rice may be better, but your virtual demons are something else. Anyway, I love what is happening. The fact that we are not giving up. We are almost done. And now what I will just do is take the closing announcements. And I'm sure when she comes in back, she will give her advice and then it cuts her up again. So once we see she's back in, everybody just be ready like this, and then we get it, and then the Wi-Fi demon will come and take her away. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us from different part of the world. Such a privilege to be in a room with you where we can exchange not just smiles, not just expressions of love, but of intelligence. I am so grateful to every one of you in this room. I look forward to seeing you. It's just 90 minutes of your time and 90 minutes of a well-spent time. What happens with that 90 minutes? You meet new friends, you connect to new people, you hear people's experience, you hear new motivating words, and you learn new things. I'll tell you something. You got all this for free. Now, what's your excuse? What's your excuse to miss the next gathering where you can join? No, I love what she did now. She dropped a final words. You are a brand, so live like it. Guys, come on, man. Live like it. And live in such a way that even when the virtual demon fights you, find a way to send the message, how to the text message. If life grabs you this way, find a way to sing it as a song. If it holds your mouth, find a way to write it. Remember that phrase that says, if you cannot run, crawl. If you cannot crawl, fly. If you cannot fly, roll. Just drop it like the way Vanessa dropped it. You're a brand. Live like it, I beg of you. Live like it. Some of you want to start dressing up when you become a billionaire. You want to start learning how to speak when you become a billionaire. Do you know how embarrassing it is? Haven't you seen some billionaires that they give them the microphone and they sound like they're in primary school? Why not perfect all the aspects, all the personalities of where you're going already? Because you end up getting there. Why not perfect being the first lady of your country? Why not perfect speaking like the president of your country? Why not perfect being the richest CEO in your continent? So that by the time you now become that thing, you won't waste extra time now learning how to read, learning how to speak, learning how to dress up. You're a brand. Live like it. Follow Vanessa. Show her some love. Follow her page on Instagram. Share everything. Like her. I don't know if she's single. Find a husband for her or a boyfriend. Somebody spoke to Vanessa when I said I don't know if she's single. Maybe it's her man that like something. Okay. So I don't know if Vanessa is single. If she's not single, leave Vanessa alone. But support her work. I think she's got a podcast and stuff. She does anchoring. Invite her to your events. Let her speak. You see how Bridget is laughing. Oh my God. Somebody just laughing about. Anyway, guys, we have come to the end of this session. And this is what we do. Yes, thank you, Vanessa, for dropping your Instagram handle. And please remember, for active members, you will get the phone number of Dr. Ahmad. Now, when you get access, use it wisely. Because if you misuse it, the access will be taken away from you. So know when to send the message, know when to ask for approval for a phone call, and then get those 3 pieces of advice that he has kept for every single one of us. We love you guys so much. Thank you. Let's give Vanessa some love. She fought the battle with that demon. Guys, come on, man. That internet demon, that virtual demon. Give her so much love you can give to her. Come on, man. Put it on the screen. Keep pressing it. Keep clicking it so it doesn't leave your screen. Vanessa, all this love from different parts of the world for you. Just to say thank you for not giving up on us. Thank you for staying in the room despite all the challenges. And now, this is the part we want to see. The part where you dance. Now, it's a 5-minute session where music is going to play. Dr. Ahmad is going to be giving us some Lebanese dance steps. Dr. Dan always gives us as our chairman. Our elders in the room always do that. I know already all some members with a vibe. Chideza is one of our best dancers. She's in the United States. And I can wait for that 5 minutes. Remember, it's don't worry, be happy. What is it saying? No matter what you're going through in your business, in your life, in your family, in your relationship, don't worry, be happy. Before we go to DJ Keith, Africa's #1 virtual DJ, let's put our hands together as we chant our closing mantra. Remember, our closing mantra was taught to us by our moderator Oluwatosi. And I'll just remind you what it says again. It says, it's a call and response. If you can achieve this much alone, then you respond by saying, how much more can we achieve together? You know what to do, some of you with your mics already, so you know what to do so that we can respond. I'm sure that some of the team members know what I'm talking about right now. So as we chant, have those mic unmuted, team members, that's what I'm saying, so that we can chant the slogan. Now, once again, it's a call and response. If I say, if you can achieve this much alone, think about it. In your business, Dr. Ahmad, in your universities, in your academic institutions, look at how much you have achieved by yourself. Mr. Dan, look at how much you've achieved with your companies. Itopa, look at how much you've done. Mia Tea and Coffee Shop, look at how much you've done. Edith Lovina, all by yourself. Chris G, look at how much you've achieved. Chideza, all by yourself. Now imagine this. Imagine how much more we can do together when we come together, when we network together, when we become friends, when we become partners. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can achieve this much alone,
how much more can we achieve together?
DJ Kids, take us out. It's time for spotlighting. Smile, show some expression, show some love, and show some happiness. Woo!
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be
blow some kisses, blow some
got
kisses.
no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry, be happy. The landlord say your rent is late. He may have to litigate. Don't worry, be happy. Look at me, I'm happy. Don't worry, be happy. I give you my phone number. When you worry, call me. I make you happy. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no gal to make you smile. But don't worry, be happy. Cause when you worry your face will frown, and that will bring everybody down. So don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, don't do it. Be happy. Put a smile on your face. Don't bring everybody down like this. Don't worry. It will soon pass, whatever it is. Don't worry, be happy.
Thank you so much, guys. Go into this week, don't worry, and be happy. We love you all. Bye-bye.